everybody, Dellany here.
And KTEE.
On Fat TV. Whoa! Yay! Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you forever.
What? Oh, you just saw me last week.
Okay, fine. I haven't seen you in forever. We haven't seen them in forever.
We've been doing a lot of Fatch stuff.
Yes.
But we love our Fatch girls.
Yes, yeah, I'm one of them.
That's why.
So I love myself.
And we actually have one more that's probably coming up next week or the week after.
Yes,
which is a little special thing.
And everybody follow Fatch Comedy, by the way, on Facebook and Instagram. We've got some fun things coming up, getting ready for the fall.
Yeah.
So, but we have not been on here for us. So now we're giving ourselves some self-love, self-care.
Correct.
And we are so excited about our guest today.
I know.
I cannot wait to introduce her. We really do.
Yeah.
So, but how have you been? What's been new?
Good. Yep. I was going to bring up again because it's the summer, and ever since we're in July right now.
Are we?
Yes.
Oh my Lord.
Yes.
Okay.
And last week we did my birthday party.
Yes, it was such a great birthday party.
Yes.
So glad we remember it.
If anybody saw any of our Insta stories or Facebook stories, we're sorry. We deleted them. We got a little crazy on that Saturday night. Anyway.
It's fun, though.
But I wanted to bring up something because all of July I've been listening to XM Radio because Madonna, my goddess, is putting out Madam X.
Madam X?
Yes.
What is Madam X?
And so XM has gave them that's the name of her new album.
So cool.
Yes.
Okay.
And so we talk about ageism because I'm a little mad at something. I'm happy that she's got the whole month Channel 4 on XM Radio.
Okay.
So if you guys might catch the tail end of it, but I think they should just give her that channel all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And what they should do, and I'm really pushing for this XM Radio, is any women that are in the pop dance world, old, young, anything, should go on there. Especially the older generation that don't play on the pop stations anymore. Because her whole album is really good, and I really like how they're doing interviews with her, except for the one woman, I think it was Vogue or Vanity Fair or something, or New Yorker. Don't quote me, but there was that one woman she got really mad at because the whole interview was about her age. And she let the woman spend like a whole month with her to really get to know her, and the only thing the woman wrote about was her age.
And it was actually it was a woman who was writing about her,
right? And that she let her in her house and be around her kids and all that, because she's very protective about that.
Of course, yeah.
But all I have to say is I am very happy that she is number one. Still top of the pops.
Wow.
It's a great album, and I don't care what age you are. She looks good still.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Dolly Parton. We talk about Dolly Parton.
I know. Dolly can never go wrong.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's plenty of older singers and actresses that we need to always lift up and praise. And the whole ageism thing, we are so done with that. I'm so glad that, because when I was younger, I didn't get it, but I do now. And I'm not going to be a victim of that ageism mess. So I'm going to shut it down now. Yeah.
Well, I mean, she's like one of the only ones besides like Cher and some other women in the pop world that, has been around for so long. She's redefined.
You are more in on the music scene than I am. So what's the newest and latest on Miss Tina Turner, though? Because I haven't...
well, number one, her Broadway show is doing very well.
Yes, I do know that.
It's not Broadway. It's West. Is it West End? Yes.
West End, yeah.
And I want to go when it comes over to New York, but I don't know if I'll get a chance to. And it's probably going to sell out really fast.
I know Angela Bassett's already seen it because I saw a picture of the actress playing Tina Turner on West End with Angela Bassett. Yes. And I was like, the only person missing is Tina.
I know.
So, yeah, but
I know I haven't heard, and I'm hoping that she's okay.
Yeah.
I know she got she had a kidney transplant from her husband. So that's public knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm really hoping. I love you, Tina.
I know.
You and Cher. If you guys go, I'm gonna lose it.
I'm like that about I feel you. Yeah. Well, I'm happy to hear about this interview with Madonna, meaning that she blasted the lady back because we need more of that. So that's awesome.
And one other thing while we're going on music, everybody go out and support Lizzo. She's tearing up on all the charts. All the charts.
What's this new thing with Lizzo where I think she, the Truth Hurts, it is going to be eligible for something, some awards now, but it was written a couple of years ago.
Well, yeah, it came out in 2017.
Yeah, but they're going to make it legit for right now, so she's eligible for a nomination and awards. And
I don't think it's eligible for Grammys. But.
Yeah, but she completely deserves every bit of that, and I agree with her. She did blood, sweat, and tears for all these years, well over a decade, and let's give her some props now. I don't care if it was written a couple of years ago. Lizzo deserves it.
So giving some props because we got to go to this.
Yes.
introduce our next guest.
Okay. All right. Well, I am so happy to introduce the most beautiful lady who walked in here today.
Yeah.
So gorgeous.
And we're going to watch a video from her.
Yes, we're about to watch a video from her. Her name is Adalgiza Chemountd, and she, God, what does she not do? Actress, writer, producer, director. Mm-hmm. So we are excited for y'all to meet her.
And so, actually, we're going to go show you a clip right now of a project she was involved in called Transition.
Yes.
And when we come back, you'll get to meet this wonderful lady.
Hi.
Thank you so much for waiting for me.
Thank you for all you do for David and I, Paula. We really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. Now, we just have to sign some paperwork.
Where's David?
He's with the judge. They had to go over some last-minute information.
Well, what type of information?
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. Now, tell me, what do you have planned for you and David?
Well, as soon as possible, I want to take him to New York to meet the rest of the family. I have cousins, aunts, uncles, grandparents, the whole shebang.
Wow, it sounds like you have a big family.
Yeah, I have 7 siblings, and they all have kids, except for me.
That's about to change.
Well, thanks to you.
You made it so easy for David. I mean, he's a different person. He's happy. You did that for him.
He's so easy to love. And I love when he smiles at me when I tell my silly jokes. What I wouldn't give for that little boy.
Well, he's not a little boy anymore. You got yourself a little man now.
All right, so we have Miss Adalgiza.
Yay! That was awesome.
So let me get this straight. You wrote it.
I did. I wrote it.
Produced it.
I did produce it.
And she was acting in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I starred in it.
She's one of us.
Amazing.
Yes.
She's one of us.
I mean, again, like, what is she not do? That's incredible. How long did it take you to do all that?
It took me. Oh, you know what? It's for a collaborative filmmakers competition.
Mm-hmm.
So it took me 2 weeks to write, get it shot, and edited and produced for a screening.
Amazing.
In 2 weeks.
And it was a 6-minute short?
6 minute, 30-second short.
But it only took 2 weeks?
2 weeks. That's
wow,
it.
nice.
I mean, we shot it in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We shot it in one day, one location,
Mm-hmm.
which is preferable because you don't have a budget.
Right. Well, we know that.
We are definitely in the no budgets on
We
here.
shot a season of She's Too Fat in 2 days. An entire season. We won't be doing that again. But anyway, back to you. But we feel this. We feel
Yes.
that. Well, that is just incredible.
Mm-hmm.
So what was like, what's your takeaway experience from that? Like, what did you...
It's amazing. It's a competition that requires you to collaborate with other people. So you can't win any of the prizes if you don't collaborate on another project within the competition.
Okay.
The top prize is $5,000,
Wow.
which is great.
Ooh,
And
nice.
this year there were 2 development deals on the table
Mm-hmm.
that were also part of the top prizes.
Mm-hmm.
I got into it because I wanted to start making my own work, and a friend of mine kept pressuring me. And it was, and still is, the scariest thing in the world.
Really?
And it is so exhilarating at the same time.
Yeah.
Because you get to just overcome that fear and just put in the work, and the results are amazing.
So wait, let me get this straight, because when you're saying that was scary, like, was that the first time you had produced and written?
No, it's not the
You've
first
been-
time. I've done this competition 5 times.
Oh,
wow.
okay,
And I've
yeah.
gotten in 3 times. My
Mhm.
films have gotten in 3 times.
Okay.
So twice I didn't get in. I didn't get in this year and then the year before last.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ooh, I don't like it when they already know about you. You're like alumni, and it's like, excuse me. I'm on my spot. Yeah.
So we only got to see a little bit of it. So
Yeah.
tell us the full premise of the piece.
Yeah.
Okay, so the quote that year, because the film has to be based on a quote that they give you,
Mhm.
the quote that year was, every time a friend succeeds, a little bit of me that dies.
Mhm.
And I wrote it as a... I'm having a brain fart right now.
Oh, that's okay.
It's okay.
We do that all the time. That's the theme of our show.
Yeah.
So I was like, what are we
brain fart. I got it now. I got it now. It's a foster mom who is going to adopt her foster kid, and the real mom comes back into the picture and is clean and off drugs
Mhm.
and is eligible to get her son back. And so that's the crux of the whole film.
Mm-hmm.
It's 6 minutes 30 seconds,
Yeah.
so it's a very short.
Right. Okay.
But I could.
But a
potentially-
lot of emotion packed
Yes.
into that 6 minutes.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes,
wow.
definitely.
Yeah.
So have you ever had any experience yourself with the foster system?
No, but I want to.
Mm-hmm.
I want to. I just have to I have to get a bigger place.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to do with my pit bull dog.
Oh.
They're gonna be like, we don't want to give you kids because you have a pit bull.
But there's such
I know.
I've yet to meet a pit bull that is actually that stereotype that people say. They're the biggest
She
babies.
is a big
sweethearts.
baby.
Yeah.
A big giant baby. She's amazing. She's
Yeah.
amazing.
No, I'm interested as well. It's just more like I'm not ready for that in my life yet, but I'm definitely on that track too as well. Yeah, it's
Well, I've definitely looked into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've looked into a couple of places of just like volunteering for now because I have three adopted dogs. So that's a lot. But I was like, maybe like 5 years starting with the volunteer work, then moving
That's
into
a great idea.
like,
That's a great idea.
Right.
let's see if I can actually do this.
Yeah.
And
there's also
taking care of a human being.
there's
I
also
know.
programs like Big Brother, Big Sister,
Correct.
and that's how my brother, because my brother, because our dad died when we were babies, but he was in the Big Brother system, and it was very good for him. Yeah. So but okay, tell us a little bit about yourself so everybody can know about your family. I love her. So,
I'm
yes.
an Afro-Latina from Brooklyn, so Spanish is my first language, which is
Nice.
amazing. Well, I think so.
Spanish is her first language, and it's amazing.
Español es mi primer lenguaje y me encuentro que eso está fabuloso.
Fabuloso. That's right.
I was going to say amazing.
I didn't know you were from Brooklyn.
I'm from Brooklyn.
You don't
Wow.
have a Brooklyn accent.
You know what?
Brooklyn.
It'll come out when I say quarter.
Yeah.
I need a quarter. I need some water.
Yes.
It'll come out.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. I lived in New York City for 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Where at?
Well, my last residency, it was all everywhere, like Spanish Harlem, but my last residency was Hell's Kitchen. And yeah,
Ooh.
but it's all fancy now. I've been
It is
back
very
and it's like
fancy.
fancy.
It is
So-
very fancy
But
and
I miss
gentrified.
New York's in my heart. Every time I see a film and it's set in New York, I'm just like, oh, my heart. I'm
I
just,
don't know. It's 110 right there. Now.
Oh.
I don't know if I want to be out there right
110
now.
muggy, and then there's no electricity because
no electricity.
Oh, yeah.
Con Ed keeps cutting out the lights.
I can't,
And
yeah.
the thunderstorms are coming now, I heard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, it's my heart except for in summer.
It's definitely a winter place.
Yeah, and fall and spring. So yeah, but anyway, I had no idea. That's cool to find this out. So I know her through JTC List.
Yes.
The JTC
Oh,
List
nice.
with Miss Cheryl Bedford, who's always just the angel of everything. But we had met at an event probably a year ago. That's the first time I met you. It
the
was
first
at
event.
Awesomeness TV.
Yes,
right? I remember
that was a
you.
great party.
Yeah, but
Great party.
Adalgiza shows up to all of them. You really do.
I try.
Yeah.
I try to be supportive.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I have always just been drawn to you. But what sealed the deal for me was a couple weeks ago. You showed up at our panel for disabled people.
Yes.
and it was
I
like
missed that.
it was like pulling teeth getting people to come. And I think we're gonna have Cheryl to come on here to talk about that at some point.
Mhm.
But was it not like there were not enough people there?
There were not enough people, but that panel was,
The best panel.
Mhm.
they were great.
Yes. And
Great
Yes.
women that know who they are,
Mhm.
know what they're about,
Mhm.
and they know where they're going.
Yeah. No, I had never.
Nice.
I've been to so many panels. I'm sure you have too. That is if it's not my top, it's in my top 3.
Yes.
But anyway, that sealed the deal. I was like, this woman has a big, open, generous heart. She's giving and loving, and I already knew I wanted you on here, but that sealed the deal. I was like, let's get her next week. Yeah.
Well, let's show the audience another piece that she did. She's not in this,
But
she
her vision.
directed it,
Mhm.
and it's your vision.
I co-directed it.
Co-directed.
I co-directed it.
Okay, so tell the audience what this is about.
Yeah.
This is the trouble with the winners with Chrissy Metz. This is her second music video, and she is the bee's knees. The bee's knees. So, yes, enjoy.
The trouble with the winner. A million flashes, a smiling face. She's all that. Admiration all over the place. From real cool cats truth lies around in the sky. Who's the real loser and winner? Trouble with winners. Well, they got you, they can take away a dramatic change of what they say. Though your heart sings the blues, but you still look cool. There's a nice spectacle and you sleep through the night. That's how it starts and you keep the illusion. Trouble with the winners. They don't have a clue. The trouble with the winners. Oh, oops, oops, the trouble. Trouble with the winners. I got a little secret today. Trouble with the winners. Oh, oops.
Wow, that was really good. I'm very impressed. And this is your first directing gig?
It was my first music video that I directed.
okay.
First directing.
So how'd you fall
music.
into that one? How'd you fall into this?
A friend of mine called me up and was like, hey, I need you to direct this. He was in it also.
Okay.
And he directed the parts of her where she's in the bed. So everything that happened inside the club, in the restaurant, bar, I directed.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. And I
Yeah.
have heard that she is the bee's knees, by the way.
She's
the
bee's
real
knees
deal.
and
Wow.
so nice,
Really
so
kind.
nice, very
Yeah.
kind.
Oh, so
Yes.
it was just a nice, stress-free, drama-free day.
Drama-free.
Yeah.
Drama-free. Everyone was willing to just chip in.
Mm-hmm.
This was bare bones. Again,
Yeah.
no budget.
Right, right. But also what I like with music videos is that you don't have to deal with sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People
That's
always mess up on the sound.
Yeah, so
Yes.
music videos are really like, that just takes such a burden off of the shoulders where you're like, oh, that's where sound. And then, yeah, so that's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, so tell us some more about yourself. I'm just fascinated now.
So for this competition, I've directed 2 pieces so far, and then I am set to direct something else through one of the collaborators that was in the competition this year.
Right, okay.
So we're doing an 18-minute proof of concept.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I know it's gonna be big, and so
Yeah. Wow.
where are we gonna find the
And
fun?
she's also Miss Actress. Are you not? You're booking like crazy.
I have
keep
booked.
going, congratulations, congratulations.
I've done a lot. I mean, it's been a little slow for me, so I've done a lot of doing my own work outside of it,
Mhm.
outside of my agents and managers. So I've done a lot of shorts for friends,
Mhm.
web series for friends, and that's the way I can maintain myself, my creativity going, while the industry takes its time to be like, Adalgiza's marvelous.
Yeah. they just don't know yet. And when they know, it's like floodgates, girl. I'm telling you. It's
I'm
so
just
great. Yeah.
waiting.
So how long have you been in LA?
I've been in LA for 11 years.
Ooh.
For 11 years. Time goes by really quick. And I came during the writer's strike and during the recession.
Oh, wow. Yes.
So
I
it
remember that.
was tough.
Now, did
tough.
you move straight from Brooklyn or were.
Straight from Brooklyn.
Okay, cool.
So I got I got into a postgraduate program. I got a scholarship for a postgraduate program. The school I went to in New York, the founders decided they wanted to teach again. So they created this postgraduate program, like introduction to film, introduction to casting process. And then we came out here and most of us stayed.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So you moved with people here. It's not like you didn't know anybody.
I
right?
knew people here. Yes,
Mhm.
I knew people here, but we moved into a place in Laurel Canyon with 2 girls I didn't know,
Okay.
who are friends now.
Awesome.
One of
Yeah.
them, I became an ordained minister and married her and her husband.
Aww.
Yes. So if you need someone to marry you, Mama's available.
I love it. Oh my God, she can do everything. I'm telling you, I
Exactly.
love it. Well, so what are your feelings between New York City or New York, LA life? Like, meaning with the industry? Because I have very strong feelings about it. What are your feelings on the differences, or have you?
I don't know because I wasn't in New York when the boom happened.
Yeah.
I was in New York when the only thing on was SVU.
You're right.
Which is
You
my
know?
favorite show
Yeah.
ever.
Yes. Mariska Hargitay is amazing.
She really
And she's
is.
such a cool person.
Mhm.
She really is. She's
That's
really
so cool.
nice.
She seems
And she helps out. She has that whole thing that helps out, sexual abuse survivors.
really.
You know, she's really into that. It's like she's really
She's a
into her
huge
character,
advocate.
and I mean, she's been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's like the face of sexual abuse now. You
And
know,
she's married to an actor who he's on a show that I got into called Younger. I am obsessed with that show.
but you know where they met?
He's great.
On SV.
They met on, yeah.
Because he is
They-
he's one of the defense lawyers.
Yes.
Every now and
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
He's the cutie defense lawyer.
But they seem like they have. He is. He's a handsome man. So, did you, upon moving here, did you find it easier then, noting that it wasn't the boom in New York? So, did you find the transition easier here?
It was hard just because there was nothing happening.
Mm-hmm.
So, but off the bat, I got a job working on Spanish TV
Sweet.
Oh wow.
as a bailiff for a court TV show.
Oh, nice. Oh, my gosh. That sounds really like a cool gig.
It was so much fun. It was so much fun. But it's interesting because I really thought that all those cases were real.
Oh, it's the reality TV.
And it's reality TV.
Right.
It's unscripted,
Right.
but it is very much scripted.
Yeah, of course.
Let me share this with you. When I first got to LA, I worked on a Latin TV show. It was called Model Latino, I think. Do you remember
Oh, really?
that? I was a transcriber. I was like, I don't know how. I don't understand it. I was like assistant editor and a transcriber. And I was like, why? How did I get this job?
Wow.
I don't even know. I mean, I took 2 years of Spanish in high school, but I was like, how did I get this job?
That's so awesome.
Yeah. But it was my first job.
Very much.
So we have something in common.
Yay.
Yay.
My first job was at Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, at the Grove.
Aw.
I don't, because I
Cheesecake
did not fall very easily into TV here when I got here. So my question is, were you ever asked to change anything about yourself to meet these LA standards?
No.
No.
And it's interesting because on a lot of forums, that's one of the questions that pops up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, will I be able to get work because I'm a plus size woman?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a testament to it. You can get work.
That's amazing.
I've been on Criminal Minds. I've been on Castle. I've been on Shameless. I've been on Franklin and Bash. I've been on enough shows to know that we are being represented out there.
Good. And
which is great.
Are you proud of that representation? Like these roles are roles that are empowering, or like what? Or is it at least a good setting around it where it's there? You're not the butt of the joke.
Oh,
like what?
yet to be a butt of a joke.
Okay.
Mama wouldn't do that.
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Your personality and your whole demeanor, I just don't see that. You remind me of this woman. She played on Bones, and she was the DA or the attorney. And I've seen her on so many things, and like she's been in comedy, and I can't think of her name right now, but you can't like make fun of her. Like, you know what I mean? Like she has this demeanor about her.
That it's not going to
Yes.
happen. It's not going to happen.
Not
Yeah.
today.
She reminds me a little bit of Della Reese, the woman I'm talking about. I can't think of her
Yes.
name, and I will find her name, but I have seen her in so many things, like commercials, all this, but I know her from Bones.
Okay.
Because she was an attorney on, like the state's
I'm
attorney
trying
on.
Yeah,
to
I don't-
remember.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who you're talking
Yes.
about.
Is that it?
On Bones.
Yes.
She does a lot of commercials.
Yeah, she does a lot of
She
commercials
does a lot of
too,
commercials.
and
Oh,
she's
you
like
can't.
funny, and you can't make fun of her. Like she's like perfect.
Yeah.
you know?
Okay.
Very dry, sarcastic.
Yes. Yes.
Very.
And
yes.
I will find her name and I'll put it in the comment section. So I can't think
Cool.
of it right now, but
Yes,
she's-
I don't know her name either, but
But you
yeah,
know that, okay.
she's a badass.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, no, this is really good to hear. That I
Mhm.
love that you're like, I'm not going to do that, because there are a lot of actresses who are still willing to do that mess. So it's always like,
It's-
why are you making us look bad? Yeah.
But it's unfortunate that it happens across the board, that there are people who will be willing to do a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, it's like what KT just mentioned. I don't even think we recorded this, but when we were talking about the lady who she's invented the bonnet.
Oh, Jesus
we're not even
Christ.
getting to
Well,
the
no,
bonnet
but
thing.
your point is that you said on her website there's one black model, and the fact that the black model actually took that job, that's in the realm of what we're talking about right now. So, like, yeah, you question, like, why are you taking the job if you know it's not going to make us look good, you know, or whatever your marginalization is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. I think I'm proud of you. I know I'm proud of you. I was about to say, I
can't wait to see more stuff from you.
Yeah, I know.
I definitely can't wait to see more stuff.
Yeah. And you know what? She said that she's been wanting to be on our show.
Oh, I so wanted to be on the show.
I had no idea.
So wanted to be on the show. Because I was so.
Well, you're going to come and be on the vlog too. So don't worry about that.
And everybody, you guys
yes.
need to know, like, this is not even in person. She is just she's glowing like crazy. Like, I am just stunned by your beauty.
Mm-hmm.
And I always,
sweat.
But we're like, we need to wrap it up today.
Okay.
We were definitely going to have you back on the vlog. Yeah. But tell the audience where they can find you.
You can find me at Chemountd777. That's 3 7s on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram. It's Adalgiza Chemountd. They'll put it up.
Yeah, it's right here. It's going to be right here.
We're going to share everything about her.
Yeah.
And then my fan page on Facebook is Adalgiza Chemountd also.
Go to her fan page and hit like.
Yes. And go to our fan page, Fat TV World, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, even though we're not working it that much. And we've launched our YouTube. And we do have our website, Fat TV World. So you need to join us there. And we will be back next week. And thank you so much for our beautiful guests.
It was my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
We love you. Thank you, Adalgiza.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.